Ashley Forley of Ashley Horse Training. I'm a Happy Horse, Happy Life instructor and mentor, and I'm here today to share with you a few of my favorite cold weather riding gear. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to share is these awesome boots. They're the Dublin River boot, and a few different brands make a similar boot. I really love them because they're versatile. You can wear them all year round. This fur lining is actually an insert, so it's like a sock. So I usually wear this boot without this fur lining or boot sock like 90% of the year. And then on the really cold days, I'll put it in. The liner is made by Dewberry, but I've also picked up liners like at TJ Maxx or Amazon and places like that. It's just a boot liner, boot sock. So what I love about these boots is that they're waterproof, they're full grain leather, and they're breathable, so they don't make my feet sweat. And I can also wear them year round. The best thing about them is that they're flexible because they're leather and they're not a synthetic material. They're just as comfortable as my leather paddock boots that I wear in the summer. So these are my favorite winter riding boots. They're really not a winter riding boot, but I add this boot sock to make them warmer. And then the other thing I do to make them warmer is I use smart wool ski socks or snowboard socks. They're tall, they're wicking, and they're so warm. So most of the winter, you'll see me in these boots without the fur liner, and then I'm using the smart wool sock underneath it. And then on those days where it's 10 below zero, I've got the boot sock or boot liner in there. So again, the boot is made by Dublin. It's the Dublin River boot. The liner, I've had these for probably 10 or 15 years. This is made by Dewberry of Ireland, but you could get a liner from anywhere. And then the smart wool ski sock. So those are my favorite things to keep my feet warm. There is another boot that I really like. It's this one here. It's the Mountain Horse Active Rider. This one I like when the snow is really wet. Even though the Dublin boots are waterproof, because I don't take care of them that well, they've lost some of their waterproofing. So on like wet snow days, I really like these. And these are also super warm, but I think that they're a little too warm most of the year and they make my feet sweat and then my feet get cold. But these would be my second choice. And if you like a black boot, this is a good option. They're lined with fur on the inside. They're pretty flexible because they're quilted here on the inside. It is a synthetic material. The other thing about this boot is it's really tall and I'm short. I'm only 5 foot. So I had to put a heel lift in there. Otherwise the back of the boot was too high, like behind my knee. So anyway, these do work for me even though I'm very short. So if you were an average size, they'd probably be perfect. Or even if you were tall, they'd fit great. So again, this is the Mountain Horse Active Rider. The other thing that I do to keep warm is wear these SSG 10 below gloves. These are my favorite all-time winter gloves. I really like this wrist strap because when you're tacking up a horse, if you need more dexterity, you can take the glove off. Your hands are free, but you haven't had to set your glove down in the snow. At first, when I saw that they had these on here, I was gonna cut them off because I thought that that would feel weird, but I actually ended up liking that feature, so I'm glad I didn't cut them off. So again, these are the SSG 10 below gloves. They're waterproof, they're touchscreen compatible. They're really warm, but they're not bulky like a ski glove. So I can actually handle the reins and do most of the tacking up with these on. SSG 10 below are my all-time favorite winter glove. They don't make them in really little kid sizing, but Ovation makes like a fleece lined glove with grippers, like where the reins are gonna go. So that works really well. I don't recommend ski gloves because they're really hard to feel the reins. And I don't recommend the really thin fleece gloves either because they're slippery. So if you can get something that's like medium weight with some grippers on them, that is ideal. The other thing I do is get this helmet cover. It just slips over your helmet and then I'll put it on. This fleece part goes around your ears and velcros, so it's super warm. And it's just a cover that goes over the helmet. Ovation makes it. I'll take it off. Ovation makes it, and a company called Excel. I'll link everything in the description box that I'm talking about. But yes, the helmet cover is a must. The other thing that I really love, and I'm wearing them, they're these Carrots is the company, and they're the Wind Pro Sit Tight tights, and they're really, really, really warm. I wear them all winter, but like on the 10 below days, I'll put long underwear under them. But they're wind resistant, water resistant, and fleece lined. So these are my go-to. Carrots also makes a lighter weight fleece tight, which I wear when it's like 40 to 50 degrees. But I found anything colder than that, you can actually feel the wind come through them. So even though they're fleece lined, they're not wind resistant and probably not water resistant. I'm not sure on that, but I'll link those because those are a good option if you're only riding inside or you're riding in like 40 or 50 degrees. But here in upstate New York, it gets pretty cold. So the Wind Pro Sit Tight ones are my favorite. The other thing I do is I wear Under Armour cold gear, and I also have like no name brands of this Under Armour, which I really like. I get like the mock neck, so it comes up high. And then I dress in layers. So I wear like a fleece or a sweatshirt, something that zips low enough that I can get it over my helmet when I'm riding. And then my favorite vest, I'll stand up so you can see. I got this off of Amazon, and I really like it because it has the gold zipper and this brown detailing here. So I like to wear the cold gear, and then I wear a fleece, and then I wear a vest, and then I'll put my winter coat over it. If I'm teaching, I wear a really long down coat, and then if I'm riding, I wear a short one. But I dress in layers so that as I get moving and warm up, I can take the layers off. And just make sure that it's a type of layer you can get off over your helmet without having to take your helmet off, because that is very annoying. I'll link a few options for kids boots, because I don't think the Dublin boots that I wear or the Active Rider come in kids sizes, but Ovation makes like 2 different tall winter boots that are at a reasonable price point for kids. So I'll link those. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you soon.